Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Luke Rangel, and here is how I personally stay motivated to lose weight along with the same tools that I use for my clients. Hey, welcome back, everybody. My name is Luke Rangel, and I'm going to share with you the same motivation techniques that I personally use for myself and that I use for my clients and online clients to help them stay motivated to really lose the weight that they want to lose. So if you're anything like me, it's hard to stay motivated. And because it's hard to stay motivated, you keep quitting, you keep stopping, and you always have to feel like that you're starting all over again. And so this is a common thing with so many people. And at the beginning of my career, I used to always try to keep everybody motivated, sending motivational text. When they come in, always be like super hyper and I had to keep them motivated to get going. And no matter how hard I tried, there was always a select few that actually did really well and they stayed motivated and got to the results, but the majority wouldn't. No matter what tricks or anything that I did, the majority always fell off. And that's because motivation doesn't last. I believe it's Jim Rohn that says motivation is like bathing, and that's why we need to do it daily. Like something like that. Like you always have to constantly stay motivated, but even that is almost impossible to do. And so one phrase that rings true always is motivation will get you going, but it's going to be the discipline that keeps you going. All right? Motivation is going to keep you going, but it's the discipline that's going to keep you going. And when you think about the discipline, and you have to think about like, why do I want to be disciplined? Why do I want to lose weight? Why do I want to tone up? Why? And we keep asking ourselves the why question. And it's always the most cliche, and it's always the most hardest question to answer is like, why do I want this result? Whenever I'm on a sales call or doing anything with somebody, I tell them like, all right, here's the most cliche question, like, why? If you lose the 50 pounds, why is your life going to be any different than it is today? And they have to dig, and I have to help keeping them dig deeper and deeper and deeper, because what happens is we think of those surface level whys. Like, think about it. If you keep telling yourself the reason why you want to lose weight is for your kids, and you've been saying that for the last 5 to 10 years and you still haven't lost the weight, I'm going to break it to you, but that is not a true why. Like, you don't care to lose weight for your kids. Like, as mean and as hard as that sounds, it's just true, or else you would have done it already. And that's why you need to find that meaningful why. Now, it might stem like something with your kids. So as you get deeper, you want to ask yourself, okay, why do I want to get healthy for my kids? Maybe because I want to play with them more. Okay, great. Why do you want to play with them more? Because they always ask me and I keep saying no. Okay, great. How does that make you feel? I feel like a terrible parent. Okay, why do you feel like a terrible parent? And you keep digging and digging and digging and digging, and eventually maybe it stems all the way from your childhood, and you had overweight parents and they didn't play with you, and that left a little bit of scars on you, and you don't want to leave those scars on your kids. And now we're getting a little bit deeper onto why you truly want to lose the weight, and that's going to give you the motivation to get the results and keep the results you want. So what I want to do, I have 7 questions, and I call this the why test. And it's an easy way for you to know if your why is strong enough. All right, and so that's what I'm going to cover right now. But before I dive into the why test, what I would love you for to do, just go ahead and click the like button and subscribe. And that way you don't miss any videos like this that could help you along on your journey in the future. All right, so let's dive into this why test. Again, it's a series of 7 questions that's going to help you determine if your why is strong enough. And if it is, great. And if not, I'm going to share with you some techniques and what you can do to find it. All right, so question number 1 is, do you procrastinate? Do you find yourself constantly procrastinating? And so a great example of this is, do you always say, I'm going to wait till Monday, right? If you're saying right now, I'm going to watch this video and then I'm going to start on Monday, then your why is not strong enough. All right. Question number 2 Do you require coaxing to do the small chores? So again, what this means is that in the health and fitness aspect of it, exercising, meal prepping, just choosing healthy foods. Does it require a lot of coaxing from other people and like you have to like work yourself up just to do the small little things that it takes to get the results you want? Question number 3, do you do duties just to get by? The best way I could think about this is exercising. So a lot of times people will say, oh, any exercise is better than no exercise. Yes and no. Like in the very beginning of stages, yes it is. But if eventually you just keep going to the gym, you do the same thing over and over again, not trying to learn anything new, not pushing yourself, not doing anything, your body is not going to change. So when you go and exercise, do you do just enough just to get by? Or when you follow a nutrition plan, do you eat just healthy enough just to make yourself feel good and then you have more snacks later on in the day? So do you do just enough to get by? Question number 4. Do you constantly talk negative about the work that you have to do? When you wake up in the morning, do you say, oh man, I have to work out today? Oh man, I have to eat this when I really want this. Like, do you constantly talk negative about what you actually have to do to get the results you want? Question number 5. Do the efforts of your friends encourage you or do they irritate you instead? Now, I love this one. If you're anything, I don't know if you had a parent. So my dad, when we were growing up, he always was on some of the latest fad diets, always trying to lose weight. And he would tell us, it's like, hey, all right, I'm starting this plan. If I'm eating anything unhealthy, I want you to tell me. I won't get mad. I won't do any of this stuff, right? And you may be laughing because maybe you had someone tell you that or you tell your kids that. And so we're at the dinner table and he's eating something unhealthy and we're like, Dad, you're not supposed to eat that. And instead of that encouraging him to do what he said he wanted to do, it actually irritated him and he would get mad at us and say, you know what, I'm allowed to do this, blah, 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 right? So do the efforts of your friends encourage you or do they irritate you instead? Question number 6. Do you start small projects and often abandon them? Again, exercising. Exercising is honestly a small project. It doesn't have to be an hour long every day. It could be 10 to 20 minutes every single day. They're small projects and you don't have to even know how to exercise. You just have to move your body in the beginning. So does something so small as that, do you constantly keep quitting and do you constantly keep stopping? Eating healthy, do you constantly keep stopping that? So do the small things that you have to do you constantly keep quitting? And the final question, number 7, do you avoid self-improvement opportunities? So this is one of the biggest ones that I try to dive in as much as I can with all of my clients. Every single person is the development of the mind. Because like if you think about it, we all know we should be exercising. We all know we should be eating healthy. So why don't we do it? It's because it's who we are and we have to change who we are to get the results you want. And one thing I always tell them is you are not going to get the results you want being the person you are today. So you have to change who you are to get a result you want. And so the question again is, do you avoid these self-improvement opportunities? So those were your 7 questions. And now what I want to do is kind of share with you your next steps on how to get a strong why if you don't feel like it was enough. But again, before I do, what I would love for you to do, comment down below. What is your why? Why do you want to get the results you want? So what results do you want and what is your why? Comment that down below and I would love to help you out the best I can. All right, so with those 7 questions, if you answered yes to one or most of them, then you know that your why is not strong enough and you need to find a stronger why. And that is okay. One of my favorite sayings is your why should make you cry. So if you think about like, why do I want to lose weight and like tears start coming down, that is a strong why. And so why do we even want a strong why? Because that's going to make us do the things that we have to do when we don't feel like it, right? And so if you answered yes and you need a stronger why, this is a simple assignment for you to do. And so all you have to do, get a piece of paper and label it 1 through 20. It could go as far as you want, but at least 1 through 20. And on the first line, write out your why. Just write it out. Why do I want to lose weight? And then once you put that the answer on step number 1, what I want to do is ask why to what you wrote down, and then put that on line 2. And then ask why, whatever you wrote down to line 2, put it on line 3. And you want to get deeper and deeper and deeper. And so the reason why you want to do this is the first thing that you write down is going to be the surface level thing. I want to feel good. Okay, feel good. Wrote it down. Perfect. Why do I want to feel good? Because I just want more energy. Okay. Why do I want more energy? Because I'm just always tired and I want to get more work done. Okay. Why do you want to get more work done? And you just keep writing and writing and writing. And so usually what happens, the first 5 to 10 don't really feel anything. You're just writing it down because that's the first thing that pops into your mind, and that's what you think you should be writing down. And then by the time you get through 10 to 20, now you have to start pulling out the real emotions to actually write something down. And somewhere between 10 to 20 is where you're going to find your why. All right, so that's the assignment that I want to do is get a piece of paper, line it down, and just keep asking yourself. Try to come up with 20 whys, and I promise you, you're going to find that. And then also what I want to do is I want to help you. I want to give you free meal plans, free workout plans, free supplement guides, everything that I can for you to get you started on your journey. And all you have to do is click the link down below and you can grab all of this stuff for free. Even ask me as many questions as you want. All right, guys. So again, my name is Luke Rangel. I don't care how much weight you lose. I care how much weight you keep off.